Grand Rising. This is take 2. Made it to Boston, and check out, zoom in here, the Airbnb, the humble abode in what is the absolute most expensive city on earth. I won't tell you how much this is, but you could definitely fly to Europe for the cost for 5 days. Elite work setup here, which takes us out to the brownstones. We are in a pretty cool spot in the north end, so makes sense, but this was cheaper than any hotel, and the hotels weren't cheap. Really cool spot, and check it out on this side. Whoa. We've got a secret balcony. Whoa. We are out here. Got to Boston yesterday, and my friend Kyle, who I'm here to see, got called into the line of duty to move his brother into UMass Amherst. So understandably, he had to heed that call. And it was just me on my dolo here in the city. Met up with a friend at the Commons, walked around a bit. Really beautiful. Sad to see a lot of the churches here are in giant metal cages covered in pride flags and all sorts of other demonic accoutrement, but we will do some cool exploring here in the north end. There's a lot of cool old world buildings. Boston has really cool history. Even like standard American history is really cool here. So I'm a big fan of that, and we'll get up to some exploring at some point this weekend, up to some work inside there at the station. I've got a few things on the go, a new sales role that I'm transitioning out of my old one into my new one. So I'm learning that, getting prepped to start taking calls on Monday for that. But today, me and Kyle are headed to Rhode Island to explore some cool old manors and mansions, as well as a tower made by the Rockefellers, ? I'll let Kyle explain all of that stuff, but Kyle is a really great friend. We met 2.5 years ago, something like this, when I started my journey online, and we've just remained amazing friends since. But this is the first time that we've met in person, which is crazy to say because of how much he means to me. And how close we've gotten over the years, but it'll be good to spend time with him. We share a lot of the tinfoil hat sort of conspiracy side of things, so the conversations should be engaging. For the ones that I can let you in on, I will. I'm gonna get to some work, and I'll check back in with you guys when Kyle is inbound. Talk soon. Brownstones. Headed to see Kyle in the car, but look at how pretty the street is. Got nice flowers back there. And I think we got Kyle up here on the corner. There he is. There's the boy. Uh-oh. Welcome to the vlog. This is Kyle, the man, the myth.
Nice to meet you guys.
We are inbound to
Newport, Rhode Island,
to see
some Vanderbilt mansions.
Yeah, so we were going back and forth a little bit last night on the supposed lore of the Vanderbilt. That was my bad, not the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts. But yeah, what's the TLDR of the story of these buildings, at least as we're told?
At least as we're told, they were owned by the Vanderbilts. Really just vacation mansions for them. Beyond that, I don't know much. That's kind of like the lowdown.
The images on their website are actually incredible, and it's typically no surprise that a lot of these sort of families tends to own, buy, and I guess allegedly build these buildings. We'll see if the jury's out on that, because the pictures online look like you're looking at a Palace of Versailles type caliber place with the architecture, the design, the art that's there. So my intuitive feeling, just looking at the pictures, would be that whenever America was reclaimed, rediscovered, or found, a lot of these families have just claimed them, and they would have been, who knows, the palaces of old. But we are cruising through the beautiful brownstones. Is this the north end?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, the north end of Boston. So pretty cool area. I am glad that if I am going to spend an arm and a leg to stay here, I get to stay in such a really beautiful spot with cool history. I feel like a lot of people dream of like living in a brownstone, so now I can say I slept in one and stayed in it for a couple days. But we have a bit of a road trip all ahead of us. We'll check in at the Vanderbilt mansion in a bit. Wayne Manor. Made it to Providence, Rhode Island. We're near Salve Regina University, and there's all these insane buildings. But yeah, this is how the upper crust lives. This is how the other half lives. Proper New England aristocracy land. And you were saying you were doing some research on the buildings when you were here?
I was just like kind of exploring them while I was inside that one in particular. I don't know, man. It seems like there's a lot more to that place, but I could only access certain areas when I was in there.
This one right here.
Yeah.
And this is supposedly, what is the purpose now?
Right now, I think it's just an admissions building.
Classic case of all the cool buildings on campus just getting repurposed to like the most mundane task possible, admin. Meanwhile, there are deep secrets underneath the tunnels. See what this shapes into, but it's absolutely insane in here. For sure.
Yeah, yo.
Probably nothing. We live in a twilight world. My arm's sake. Remarkable. This like patio over here. We're not on the coasts of Italy. We're just in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. The pride and joy of Rhode Island. Ancient sea serpent-esque carvings. What are we talking about here? This is crazy. You do have to love Rhode Island aristocracy, sundress nationalism. It's a beautiful sight, beautiful people. I found my summer home. Another unceremonious exit to a vlog. I apologize, but as you can tell, the location has changed. You see palm trees and sunshine? It means Miami. We're in the home of my boy, Homer Helios. For those that know, also shout out to Atlanta. You know, we got the standing arrangement already set up already ripping on work here in Miami. I got in last night, so didn't film too much, but lots on the way. We now have an editor for the podcast, which means we can start firing on those. First vlog now live with the editor. And at this point, you will have seen multiple from him. So check out the LA Holistic Olympics vlog, the Bozeman vlog, and then Boston as well, which is this one. And then on to Miami next. We've got some cool training inbound, really cool gyms here in Miami. It is hurricane season, so we're going to have to punch in between rainy days. But blessed to continue to be on the move, meet another friend in person. Obviously, I'll intro you guys to Homer in the next video, but I got a call in 1 minute that I got to get on. So I'll let you guys go. Subscribe to the channel for more. Check out the other styles of content on the channel. Comment what you want to see from me, improvements I could make from the vlog. I'm continuing to hone the craft of what to capture, when to capture it, what you guys want to hear from me. But yeah, love all you guys. Appreciate the support, the continued following along of the journey. And cheers to the next one. Remember, be the Renaissance, and I'll talk to you soon.